Welcome everyone to the year 2024, and we're going to kick off this year hot with another What's in My Wallet video. This year is a very special year because it is the year of the Marriott. And for those of you who are just joining us and don't know what I'm talking about, here's a little breakdown for you. I have personally deemed 2024 the year of Marriott simply because I'm going for titanium status this year. That means we're not staying in Hyatt's, that means we're not staying at Hilton's, we're staying in Marriott's for at least 30 nights or so throughout the year, so that way we could finally hit 75 total night credits and prestige ourselves to titanium status. So if you're also on Team Marriott, let's go through the challenge together. Or if you're not on Team Marriott, well, you're going to be Team Marriott for this year because it's 2024 and it's great to have you on our side. And this brings us to the first card that will be in my wallet this year, which is the Amex Marriott Bonvoy Business Card. This card has an annual fee of $125, and although I'm not putting any spend on this card, I am using it this year for two important reasons. The first important reason is because by having this card, I automatically gain 15 free elite night credits towards my next prestige status, towards my titanium status. Marriott requires you to stay 75 total nights in a year in order to hit titanium status. I guess technically not stay 75 nights, but get 75 elite night credits. And just by simply having this credit card and not staying in an actual Marriott, I automatically have 15 nights under my belt. And the second important reason why I have this Amex Marriott Bonvoy Business Card in my wallet is because of the free night award that I'll be getting every year. Starting from this year, actually. This free night award can be used at any Marriott with a redemption level of 35,000 points or less. But I could also add up to 15,000 of my own Marriott points to stay at a hotel with a redemption level of up to 50,000 points for one night. This year will actually be the first year that I could use this benefit because with Amex Marriott credit cards, you don't get the free night award until your first anniversary date. But the great news for us is that this free night award does count towards our elite night status with Marriott, which means I get 15 automatic qualifying night credits just from having the card. And if I use this free night award, which I will, on top of that, I'll get 16 free nights total at Marriott. Okay, sorry. Let me clarify, not 15 free nights, but 15 elite night credits. I'm probably gonna make that mistake throughout this video. I'm not really using this credit card for anything else, so I don't really have a need to keep it physically inside of my, my wallet. This card will help me towards my goal, but it's only like half of the solution. The other card, or the other half that will help me towards my goal of titanium status, is the Amex Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card. Both of these cards will actually combine and be a 1-2 punch package that will expedite those 75 total elite night credits in 1 year. With this $650 Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card, I will actually get 25 elite night credits every year by holding onto it. And if you've been following along, that means if we combined these elite night credits with the 16 credits that I'll get from the Marriott Bonvoy Business Card, I'll actually have a total of 41 elite night credits. And as you probably already guessed, this Marriott credit card also comes with a free night award. Except this free night award can be used at a Marriott with a redemption level of 85,000 points or less. Then once again, if I feel like it, I could combine up to 15,000 of my own Marriott points to stay at a hotel with a redemption level of 100,000 points. Just like with my Bonvoy Business Card, I couldn't use this free night award the first year that I got this card. So I have to wait until my anniversary dates, which will also be coming later this year. But once that anniversary date kicks in and I use that free night award, I will have a total of 42 elite night Marriott credits. That will then bring me more than halfway to the 75 night titanium status goal. Aside from the free night award and the free night elite credits, the Brilliant card is in my wallet for two other perks to take advantage of. The first of those perks is a $300 annual dining credit. However, instead of a full credit that I could use all at one time, this $300 credit is broken down into $25 increments every month. And although it is broken down like this, it's actually a really easy credit to use. This credit will be triggered at any establishment that is coded as a restaurant. So of course, that's like your normal, typical dining restaurants. That's also your fast food restaurants. That's also certain coffee shops or cafes, and even Uber Eats will trigger this credit. Personally, I use this credit at cafes, coffee shops, or fast food restaurants. And that allows me to not physically have this card in my wallet, but it's in my Apple Wallet where I'm using Apple Pay to actually pay with this card. Then the last significant benefit that comes with the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card is the automatic Marriott Platinum status. Marriott Platinum status is good. It will get you into Marriott lounges. It will get you that 4 p.m. late checkout, and it will even get you those free suite upgrades if there's availability. In all honesty, that's probably good enough for me. But from hearing your guys' opinions down in the comments below, I've heard that titanium status can make a significant difference, especially when it comes to suite upgrades, both internationally and domestically. That's basically the main motivation as to why I want to try and go for titanium status this year. You guys are basically my enablers and helped motivate me to go after titanium status. It's really just to experience it. I also do want to get that free United Silver status because I do fly United often, but not often enough to hit status on my own with them. Enough Marriott talk, let's move on to the other cards in my wallet, which are going to be my other Amex cards. The first one being the Amex Gold, which has kind of been a staple in my wallet for a couple years now. I am aware about all of the heat and I guess drama that the Amex Gold card gets, and to be honest, it's kind of justified. The Amex Gold card can be a very good card for certain people, but there are also so many other options out there that could compete or even beat this card for a wider range of people. Just to name a few, there's the Bilt card, there's the Amex Blue Cash Preferred, or even the Capital One Saver one. However, the important thing is that the Amex Gold is still a card that works for me. And that's why it remains in my wallet and gets used so frequently. I still think that just looking at the reward multipliers alone, there's no better card for groceries and dining spend. With the Amex Gold, you're getting a 4x multiplier on both of those categories throughout the entire year. There's no other card out there right now that is on the same level as those two reward multipliers. But the real downfall of the Amex Gold card is its high price tag of $250 a year. Because although there are no other cards that have the same size reward multiplier as the Amex Gold, there are many no annual fee cards or cheaper credit cards that can combine to effectively replace the Amex Gold card. For example, the Capital One Saver one earns 3% back on dining and grocery store purchases. And it's a no annual fee card with no foreign transaction fees. Sure, that's not a 4x multiplier, but 3% is still pretty close and it's a no annual fee card. The way American Express keeps the gold card relevant is with its two credits, the $120 Uber Cash credit and the $120 dining credit. The unfortunate thing about these credits and this card is that you probably have to live in a major city in order to take full advantage of those two credits and to take ultimately advantage of the Amex Gold card. Both of those credits are broken down into $10 increments every month, so if you take full advantage of those, you'll get $240 of credits every year from a $250 annual fee credit card. Yes, it does take some work, and I know a lot of you don't like keeping up with it, and I actually get that. It is work at the end of the day. But an Amex credit card that doesn't take much work or effort to make it worth it is the Amex Blue Business Plus. That's a little unfair though, because this card has no annual fee, which makes it such a great catch-all card for my credit card setup. To get straight to the point, the Amex Blue Business Plus earns 2x points on any purchase, and I use this for many general purchases, many catch-all purchases throughout the year. One of the flaws, however, of this card is that it does have foreign transaction fees. So when I'm traveling around or traveling abroad, I'm not using this card at all. No way. That's why if you saw my other video for my credit card plan of 2024, I want to get the Capital One Venture X because essentially that's going to be my new catch-all card that I could also use abroad as well. But to round out the American Express credit cards in my wallet, I have the Amex Platinum card, which has been another staple in my wallet for as long as I've had it actually. Although this card has a $695 annual fee, I easily get around $1,000 worth of value from it every year. To break that down, let's start with the $200 of hotel credit that you get every year. This credit is a little bit funky because it could only be used on hotels in the Amex travel portal that are labeled as fine hotels and resorts, or in the Amex hotel collection. These hand-picked hotels are more expensive than your, normal hotels, and being on the Amex travel portal means it could be a little bit more expensive than if you found it on a travel agency or if you bought it directly from the hotel website itself. But with that said, I usually try and pop this credit every year by staying at one of the fine hotels and resorts properties that Amex has. For example, last year in 2023, I used this in Las Vegas at the Four Seasons. The reason why I prefer using it on a fine hotels and resorts property over a hotel collection property is because Amex will give you a $100 property credit for staying at least one night at a fine hotels and resorts hotel. Whereas if you chose a hotel collection property, you would get that same $100 property credit, but if you stay at that hotel for 2 nights in a row or more. And with the case of the Four Seasons at Las Vegas this past trip, we were able to use that $100 property credit on food and beverages, which really came in clutch. Then moving on to the $240 of entertainment credit every year with the Amex Platinum, I use all 240 because the Hulu and Disney Plus bundle is getting more and more expensive, so I use the full $20 of that credit every month. As for the Priority Pass and Centurion Lounge Access benefit, I value each visit to a lounge at a conservative $20. That $20 pretty much is equivalent to how much I would pay for a standard meal if I were to get food and a drink from somewhere else within the airport. But the added benefits of many of these lounges are unlimited free alcoholic drinks or regular drinks, a comfy area to sit in, and sometimes even showers to use. But I would say I use lounges at least 4 or maybe even more than 4 times every year, so that's at least $80 of value. The remaining 4 credits that I use on the Amex Platinum are the $200 Uber Cash credit, $200 airline incidental fee credit, $100 Saks Fifth Avenue credit, and the Clear credit. And all of that basically brings me over $1,000 worth of value from using the Amex Platinum card every year. I don't use the Walmart Plus credit. I guess I do. I have the Walmart Plus membership and I pay for it and get the credit for it, but I don't actually use it. So I basically value that at $0. And I also don't use the Equinox credit, even though I really want to just try it out since I'm in Los Angeles now. Why not just try it? I have the credit, but I'm not paying for that gym. It's way too expensive and overpriced for me, in my opinion. We're finally done with the Amex cards in my wallet, so let's move on to the Chase credit cards. And I have this card, the Chase Ink Business Unlimited, which is actually the newest card in my entire setup. And for those of you who've been here for a while, you probably know that I already have an Ink Business Unlimited. So why do I have another one? The simple answer is because there was another 90,000 point sign-up bonus that I couldn't miss out on. So without creating a new LLC or without creating a new sole proprietorship or without creating anything else, I applied for a second Ink Business Unlimited card using my same social security number, no tax EIN, I didn't create a fake identity, none of that. And I still got approved. So basically right now this card is in my wallet just because I'm finishing up the welcome offer. And I plan on actually making a video in the future showing you exactly how I got 2 Ink Business Unlimited cards using the same social security number. Another Chase card that I rotate in and out of my wallet is the Chase Freedom Flex. I really only use this card when the 5% rotating categories are something that I could take advantage of. So right now, the rotating categories are grocery stores, the gym, and spa. So I'd only really use it for the grocery store category. And the last Chase card that I actively used is the Chase Sapphire Preferred. Honestly, I wish I could use that card more often, but it really is just there as a backup option for me or to be able to transfer my Chase points to a travel partner. For example, this is the whole reason why I was able to fly business class on ANA to Japan, which I talked about in another previous video before. And the Chase Sapphire Preferred is my backup option or my backup credit card when I'm traveling abroad and they don't take American Express. So I use this card, which is a Visa and has no foreign transaction fees. Once again, when I get the Capital One Venture X, that will be the Visa card that is used when traveling abroad. So even more so, this Sapphire Preferred will have less of a role in my whole setup. Then the last card that's used in my wallet right now is going to be the Wells Fargo Bilt credit card. And as you already might know, this is the card that I use to pay my rent with. But even outside of rent, this Bilt card is still a very solid credit card to have. You have 2x on travel, 3x on dining, no annual fee, and no foreign transaction fees. Oh yeah, and amazing travel transfer partners to choose from. You also earn double the points on the first day of every month for general purchases, so you'll earn 2x on general purchases instead of 1x. You'll also earn 4x on travel instead of 2x, and you'll also earn 6x on dining purchases instead of 3x. Currently, those are the cards that I'll be using for the time being, but I know that's going to change as the year goes on, and I know that my wallet is just going to expand as well. Hopefully we'll be able to add the Capital One Venture X real soon, but let me know what's in your guys' wallet right now and what cards are in your rotations. I'd love to know. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Shoots.